It's beer o'clock on Reload Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Runaway Brewery and it's a bottle of their ESB coming in at 5.8% ABV. There's a look at the label. Black bottle cap. Let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. Nice bit of smoke on the bottle opening. Beer in the glass then. Oh, can you hear this, guys? Have a listen. Very well carbonated beer. It's got a 3-finger, slightly off-white head, rushing carbonation rolling up the glass. Look at that. It's a dark mahogany stroke amber coloured beer. A little bit of red in the aroma there, in the look of the beer even. The aroma's red now, guys. The aroma's red. Just like my face. Been in the sun all day. Let's get the aroma. Here we go. Oh yeah, it smells good. ESB either stands for Extra Special Bitter or English Special Bitter. But the aroma is full of plum and biscuit and nuttiness and fig and prunes and stinging nettles. Oh, it's a proper traditional ESB if ever I've got my nose into one. Spiciness, pepperiness, black pepper. Let's dive in. Cheers. Oh. Okay, so that carbonation is indeed, it's a bit prickly. It wants to punch you in the face. It's quite violent, but I don't mind that because it just helps to really push the flavour on the inside of your mouth and release more of that flavour. So you got biscuity malt, there's a little bit of tobacco smoke coming on. There's like a road tarmac tarriness in the flavour. Plum, fig, prune, touch of vanilla, touch of oak. A woodiness. Lemon, touch of grapefruit, good bitterness on the back end also. That balances really well with that lovely sweet beginning. That beginning of the beer, the sweetness, the back end is all bitter and it just helps to balance the beer in a nice way, like a glider coming down to land on a beautiful British day in a grass airport. I seen a grass airport the other day. When I say a grass airport, I mean a grass runway. And I thought to myself, right, is that even possible? I was down in Salisbury in Wiltshire visiting family, and yeah, they had this grass runway, and it just, when it worked, it looked amazing. You know, we're looking down from the old Serum, the old city, looking down at this runway, and it was like tremendous. Anyway, slightly off track with this beer. Let's get back to it. I like it, I really like it. Let's see if it's bottle conditioned. Just about get all of that beer in the glass without, of course, you don't want to lose any, do you? So you got a nice ice cream topped head now on the beer. It is now hazy. There's a little, it's bottle conditioned. You can see the little bit of sediment, a little bit of yeast floating around in the bottom of the glass there. Let's try it with the sediment in. Hold on. Yeah, it's a little bit smoother. It's a little bit when I say smoother, that's a very, very amateur word to use in a beer review. The carbonation that was initially roaring up the glass is now, have a look at it now with the yeast added to the beer. It almost like nullifies it. It almost just helps to balance out that carbonation. It's a lot more settled. Let's rate it. Full of carbonation, full of burps. Let's end the beer review. Runaway Brewery ESB 5.8% ABV. They're based in Manchester. The runawaybrewery.com. Check them out. Twitter, Runaway Brewery. It's a bottle conditioned beer. Yeah, 330 bottle, 5.8% ABV. I like it. I do like it. I think it's a beer that at 5.8% ABV, I would be sessioning beer all day. I'd be out in the park or at the barbecue or at a friend's house. I'd be drinking 4.5 beers all day long, session IPAs, that sort of thing. And then it got to 6. You look at your watch, don't you? 6 o'clock. I've been drinking since 1. I might go home now at 8. Let's get on something a little bit stronger, just to polish the night off. And then you jump onto a 5.8% ESB, and you either stay on that 5% ESB and be a bit sensible, or then you run onto Imperial Stout and make a right old mess. Let's rate this. I like the Runaway Brewery's ESB enough to give it an 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom and cheers.